Here we go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Zaggertastic stream. It is I, your friend, the one, the only Z, a single Zaggard, and I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, noon, night, evening, whatever time it is for you today. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den, my friends, and we will be doing something new, fantastic, and wonderful here in the Dragon's Den. One moment, my OBS is not. There we go. Now you're locked. Let me turn this music down a bit. It's a bit loud, if I do say so myself. Chat, let me know if you can still hear that or not. Okay? So it is good to see you all here again. I hope you're all having a good day. We have something new planned for the stream that there are a couple of things. One thing I've been wanting to do for months and months and months now, but I've been too scared to do it, so I'm just gonna make myself do it. And two is something I actually came up with very recently. And I mean very recently. It is an idea that I came up with like last Wednesday. I found this YouTube channel and it's got this really cool idea, and I was like, I could do that. I could do that with my chat. So I decided, let's do that. That's good. I'd love to hear it when there are no complaints. Cannot complain. Oh, good. I'm glad you're not complaining. Hello, Yuki. Hello, Z Nation Chess. Hello, Corb Edits. Hello. I know there's other people who showed up, but I cannot see your messages right now. They didn't know that scene. Oh, Mighty Gothmok. That was the other one. The one who was talking about the, not the ampersand. The other, you know. That is recent. Yes, it is extremely recent. Also, I've added some new chat commands in the chat stream, bot commands for the stream for this exact thing. So, could somebody do a little testy magoo for me, please, and do ! Dice. Let's see if this works. Ah, yes, the dice commands are now enabled. Type ! Roll 20 to roll a d20. Available dice d4, d6, d8, d10, d12, and d20, and d100. Once enough people have rolled, the mods will pick whose that is written wrong. Whose roll gets selected with exclamation point pick. Huh. It's supposed to highlight one of their... So, okay, have to check something. Yeah, I wrote it wrong in the stream elements, but it's the code for it is still correct because it went to 88. So the idea that I have is that you guys will be, and maybe I should just show you all. Maybe I should just show you the screen I made. Welcome to Chat Plays DC20. What is 000 roll in percent? I don't know. He's about to give us immense responsibility. So, for those of you who don't know about it, DC20 is a game system made by a YouTuber called The Dungeon Coach. He has for many a year been making things like sorry, I have to scratch my chin. He's been making homebrew rules for Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, and then when the OGL scandal happened, which we all know about, he decided, F it, I'm going to make my own game. So he made DC20, and I really, really like it. It's not out yet. It's still being made. I bought the Kickstarter and everything. And so I kind of want to share this. I want to practice DMing it more, and I also thought I could run this for my chat. They could make a character. We could make one today, and then maybe in a few weeks I'll have a little Dungeon-a-rooney set up for everybody. So I'm becoming increasingly close to looking for a group to play D&D for the first time with nice Z-Nation chess. Well, this technically could be your first group. So what I'm thinking is we build a single character. And then you, the chat, will play that character on stream while I DM it for you. Is Agard buying a Kickstarter? In other words, snow is cold. Hey, first of all, I haven't bought one in over 1, 2. 9 months, okay? It's been 9 months. Not even a full year. Damn it. I was hoping it had been a full year, but it's only been 9 months. I enjoyed the counting. Yeah, of course you did, Yuki. Yeah, so I bought the whatever. To be fair, 9 months is a good chunk of time. It is. I've been pretty good about it. Ironically, so you know our world building set that I got, the Flapjacks, I'm forgetting the name. Story engine, the story engine, right? Well, before I even got the story engine, before the first one came out, I got another thing called Reckless Deck Psyche. And what this is supposed to be, this is just the top of the box, it's not the box itself. It's supposed to be a system for creating your own characters and events through randomized card selection. Similar to the world story engine, but, you know, specifically for the character psyche. Damn, so instead of Z embarrassing himself in stream, he wants us to embarrass ourselves live. First of all, no. 9 months is enough time to hatch a brand new child. Wow. Hatch? I don't think humans are necessarily hatched, Z-Nation, but you are correct about the time frame. As I read the book, I've been thinking of Jekyll and Hyde character for D&D. There's some interesting ideas you can do for a Jekyll and Hyde D&D character. One way to do it so it's not broken is you make it so that way their stats are always the same because they have the same physical body, right? And then you flip a coin every time they take a long rest, and the personality and then the abilities they have swaps. So, like, if it's a spellcaster, their spell list swaps, but their class stays the same. Or their feats change, you know? Speak for yourself. My parents always tell me how I hatched from my egg with vigor. Okay, Toko. Yo, I just got here. What's happening? What's happening, Dell, is we are going to make a character on DC20. You, the chat, shall be playing DC20 with me, Zaggard, the DM. Well, GM, Game Master. I gotta get used to saying Game Master instead of Dungeon Master, just because Dungeon Master is connected to Dungeons and Dragons, and we're not playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing DC20. Oh, yeah. Cool story, bro. Fireball. I win. I don't think that counts as winning, my friend. I don't think that counts as winning. But let's get it. Let me show you what we got here. Okay, what we got here. So first we got the playtest preview. So I should let you know, DC20 is a system that is still in development. So it is still being play tested. However, the rules are substantial enough for you to play a level 1 to 2 character. I might, if this goes well enough, I might even get the PDFs of the later stuff, the 0.9 alpha and stuff like that. Isn't that the wizard's answer to every problem in the world? Yes. But, you know, there's an easy answer to counter the wizard. 1d4 damage. Just 1d4 damage. Wizard is wrong. That's cool, but you have to be a dragon character, no debate. Well, I'm not the one playing. You are the one playing. Ooh, we're playing an early access game? Hey, still use our creativity. And, of course, here's your character sheet. For now, we will just name him Chatman. Yes, it is fillable. You can fill it. Let's swap this around for now. Actually, maybe I'll... There we go, chat. How's that? I have an easier way. I don't know why I'm not just doing this. Where's the transform? There we go. That way you can see the whole thing and we can see the rules. I've never played a TTRPG, so this could be a tremendous fun. Well, I'm gonna Misty Step somewhere no one else can reach, so there. See, the 1d4 damage you're taking, though, is from tripping from the Misty Step. Got him. Cap. Everyone, we have to be a dragon race, if that's available. Well, first let us start with, do we want to start with... This is actually heavy, I'm not kidding you. This is solid. This is the Reckless Deck Psyche box. And I'll set up the camera if we want to start with it. But it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18... 36 decks in it that are this thick, chat. Look at how thick that is. 36 decks that are that thick. Of different kind of cards for the for making the psychology of our character. So it's probably over like 200 cards here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like closer to 500. I think Jekyll and Hyde would work better in Pathfinder as it has an alchemist class that has a subclass relating to mutagens. I wouldn't worry too much about the character, the theme of the character impacting the... What's the word for it? The system of the game. Because when you start doing that, you start min-maxing, and now you're not really playing your character. You're just playing the game, and you can do that. But if you want to make a character that has a theme to him, do that first, and then worry about the system later. All right. So let's start with character creation. As you can see on the side here, I've written it down for you. That being said, I'm forgetting what it is, so I'm gonna just do a little bit of cheating. And just, where'd I write them? There. I don't know why that didn't just open right away, but okay. So first we got to start. Who do we want? Let's see. Let's decide this, chat. Do we want to start with who our character is, or do we want to just make the character first? If we do the reckless deck psychic thing, we'll be learning how to do it together, because I don't know how to do it fully. I'm gonna have to set up the camera. Which I forgot to do. So let's just, maybe we just start with our attributes. So the way attributes work in DC20 is that we could roll for them, we could do all that, but I think it would be better if we just set our, we do the set, which is you get 3, 1, 0, negative 2. So the highest a stat can be, an attribute can be is 3, the lowest it can be is negative 2. Now, we're not putting it in this order, and then we get 2 extra points. So I'm just going to write plus 2 up here so we don't forget. And we can put those 2 points in one stat or spread them out between 2 different stats. Wait, I really want is less control as hide. Like at some point he starts making opportunity attacks against friends, but that would run into problems real quick. I don't think that's a good idea. I think just losing control of your character, while that sounds fun or like a cool idea for like a one shot, for a full campaign, that's going to really suck for you and your friends. A better idea would be come up with some sort of wild magic sort of system where he does something, but there's a chance to fail. And when it fails, it can cause something really bad to happen. I think it would be a better way to run that. Or just give him a personality where he becomes more of a dick. I missed most of that. Could you repeat it? Make a will save to see if he does it. I guess you could do that. Oh, by the way, do you guys like my mug? Andrew got this for me like a year ago. It is, by the way, I'm drinking tea in this because it is so cold. My teeth are cold. I'm not even kidding you. Drinking this, my teeth are like, man, that's warm. So there are 4 attributes or stats. 2 physical ones, might and agility. Might being how strong you are, how well you are punching and throwing things. Agility is how nimble you are, how able you are to dodge and weave as a person. Then you have your mental stats, charisma and intelligence. Charisma is how well you can convince others to do things for you or to perform for those in front of you. Intelligence is how well you're able to understand things and recall knowledge that you have learned before. 10 out of 10 mug. Thank you. Love the mug. Maybe if an NPC offers Jekyll, he returns in a hide. Maybe we could talk about this in another thing. I want to focus on this character for a bit. I like the idea, Mighty Gothmog. If you are in the Discord, type about it in the Discord. Because I could totally go on with this for hours. Like, when I see it, I'll probably be like, oh yeah, good idea. And that's exactly how I'll type it. You will literally see me type boopa boopa. Okay? So you have your might, agility, charisma, and intelligence. And we're just going to do point by to make things simpler for chat. So we will start with a poll. All right? What kind of character do we think this guy is? Do we think this is going to be someone who's really good at like punch fighting, someone who's really good at magic, someone who's really good at like moving around, or someone who's like really good at convincing people to do other things for them? I'd put 1 billion points into intelligence. Well, the max you can do is 3. I think this person's a real charmer. All right, we got 1 vote for charmer. So that's charisma. I know it's charisma. I'm going to say things wrong because I can. All right, so we're thinking of charmer. Anybody else in the chat? What are the other people thinking? We thinking charmer? We're thinking intellectualer? Do we think agilityist or puncher? The best, or is it like the best chefist? All right, I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds starting now to debate amongst yourselves while I tell you about how yesterday... did I just restart this? Bard, how about we choose a race? Nah, we got to start with stats. You got to start with stats. That's how this look at the side, man. Look right down below me. You got to start with your attributes, your saves. Then we can start going into other stuff like background and ancestry. If you have a stat in mind, here I'll show you the list of the races just to help you out, though, Mr. Dell. Where's ancestries? Trying to remember. There it is. It's 102. So there are humans, there are elves, there are dwarfs, there are herflings, there are gnomes, there are orcs, there are dragonborns, giantborns, angelborns, fiendborns, beastborns, and that's it. Stats, people, stats. All right, you know what? The only one who said anything is Yuki. So this is going to be our 3 stat. All right. So what's going to be our highest stat is charisma. What shall be our lowest stat, chat? Is he going to be really bad at punching, really bad at dodging, or really bad at thinking? What kind of guy are we going with, or gal? What kind of guy or gal are we planning to work with here? Dum-dum. We're going to go with... we want him to be a dum-dum. He's charismatic, but really, really stupid. So he's like... I'm trying to think of someone from Hollywood who would be like that. Because that would be like the best example for today, in the modern day. Someone in Hollywood... Oh no! Here's a better one. Captain Quark from Ratchet and Clank. Really charismatic, but so stupid. What do you mean you think a 9? The highest we can do is 3. Oh, we are level 1, by the way. And our combat mastery is also 1. Because the way combat mastery is, it's half your level rounded up. Because everything is rounded up in DC 20. So half of 1 is 1/2. Rounded up is 1. And then your prime is always your highest stat. So this is also going to be a 3. Someone who's hot but dumb. We're making a himbo. All right. So are we going to be really good at, better at punching or better at dodging? Those are our last 2. Which one's going to be the 0 and which one's going to be the 1? By the way, if anyone wants a list of the ancestries again, it's human, elf, dwarf, halfling, genome, orca, dragonborn, giantborn, angelborn, fiendborn, and beastborn. Those are the ancestries. My bad. I can think this is D&D. No worries. It says my message failed to send. What about you making a himbo or something else? Yuki said better at dodging. I see this message, Almighty Gothmog. So let's see what if there's a next one, another one that you can. I'll keep it on human so that way you can read some of the traits real quick. Is there something against partial sentences? So one person says we want a 1 in might, and another person says we want a 1 in agility. Looks like we've got a duel going on. If we don't get a third person in, I'm going to have you guys duel it out. That's weird. Must be a connection issue. Yeah, that sounds like it's just a weird connection issue between you and Twitch. This is the second duel I've been in this week. Why for only one of them? Wait, what do you mean why for only one of them? You mean why it didn't send? Dude, I don't know. I only work here. That's going to be my new phrase for anytime I don't have an answer to a question. It's just, I don't know. I only work here. All right. Do you guys know how to start the duel? Or, yeah, the Stream Elements duel should work. Yuki, I have you challenge Gothmog to a duel. Whoever wins shall gain this last point towards agility or might. However, whoever loses gets to choose where we put one of these extra points into. No, I don't recall. All right, Almighty Gothmog, exclamation point, accept. Yuki won the duel, so we're going with 1 agility. And Almighty Gothmog, you get to take our first extra point and put it into any one of our stats except for charisma, because the highest it can be is 3. So let me know. Which one are we going with? I didn't just drop my hand warmer. I have 2 hand warmers, by the way, because it gets so cold here. You're going to put a point in agility? Ooh. Okay, so now we have 1 point left. We can put it again in anywhere but charisma. So we could make ourselves really agile if we wanted to. I'm going to let chat vote on this one. Yuki, can you set up the poll, please? Unless you are busy, I will do it. Actually, I could just do it myself. I don't know why. Okay, good. It is. Oops. New poll. Where put less point? So we'll just make this a 3-minute poll. Put it in magic. So the way this works is, Dell, is magic, your magic and attacking, all that stuff, is only affected by your prime modifier, which is 3. So regardless of if we're a wizard or a barbarian, we'll always get a 3 to all of our checks. No, he shouldn't hit like a wet noodle. He should hit. You want him to hit like a wet noodle. I can't because I'm muting home, so I'm using Twitch Mobile, which doesn't let me make polls. Don't worry about it. I can do it. So we're really just seeing how well he can interact with the world in other ways. So far, this guy is a dum-dum, but he's really good at getting... I imagine he's exactly like Captain Quark at this point. You know, I'm just gonna call him Quark for now. Just because he reminds me of Captain Quark. Because he's like so, like people really like him, but he's such an idiot that he's so punchable, but he's really good at avoiding conflict. I want to see where he slaps someone and they let him try again. That would be funny. That would be pretty interesting. Depends on how things go. Depends on how chat plays it out. A wild Goomy appeared. You want to catch the Goomy, don't you? If you're on Twitch, you can just type !catch and then type in the type of ball. If you have it and you've started your Pokemon journey. So how's the commute home for you, Yuki? Yesterday, by the way, I played my first game of DC20 with 5 of my friends, my fiance, Andrew, and then one friend that's close to me and my Claire, and then the other 3 friends. Well, the other 3 friends are, well, one is Andrew, of course, and then the other 2 I've known for a long time. They kind of know them through me, which is weird. It's weird for people to know other people through me. I feel weird about that for some reason, but it's true. So we played our first game last night, and I was like, okay, I'm going to pick up one of my friends because he doesn't drive, and then another friend because she doesn't drive. And then I'm going to get to my house, and we're going to start making our characters. It'll probably only take me half an hour. It took me an hour because I didn't realize that... Okay, so let's say it's a map. I live here. One of my friends lives right here. The other one lives right here. If I drive here, it's like a 15-minute drive at max. If I drive to here, it's like a 15-minute drive at max. But then it's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, another 15 minutes. So that was stressful. And then we finished the game. We didn't even finish our one-shot yet. We're at the end of it. And it was 1 a.m. And I was like, oh, I have to drive 2 people home. And Claire's like, I'm going to call you an Uber because you're not going to make it back. And I was like, that's probably a good idea. And I'm driving back from my friend's house. And I'm the one person I dropped off. And I'm like that on the inside. Like I was having a hard time sleeping. Nice chill train ride. And then either bus home or get a ride drive home. That sounds nice. I'm with you. It feels weird being the bridge between people. I call for reinforcements. All right, let's see the results of the poll. Looks like everybody wants to put that last point in agility. So this guy is like real agile. All right. Next, we now do the saves. So the way saves work in this is the same way they work in every TTRPG. When something tries to your might is a might save is like, oh, you're hanging onto a cliff and you got to pull yourself up, or someone's trying to grapple you and you want to try and use your strength to keep them from grappling you. Grappling meaning like to hold you down so you can't move. Agility is like if you need to dodge out of the like a fireball is coming your way, you got to dodge out of the way out of it. That's agility. Or like again, someone's trying to grapple you and you duck out of the way to get out of it. That's how the system works. Charisma and intelligence are based more on magical effects like controlling the soul or controlling your mind. You know, or like making illusions. Things like that. You could say there are smooth criminals. Fast as fuck, boy. Okay, so which of the 4 agility, which of the 2 do we want? I will allow multiple votes for this one. Which save? We get 2 saves. Might. Agile. And I'll say it's... I'll say it's 50 scales per additional vote. So which of the what now? So which of these 4 stats do we want to like be really good at avoiding problems with? Okay. So like if someone tries to attack our mind right now, we're screwed. We're not going to succeed. If someone tries to mind control us, we're just going to get mind controlled. However, if someone tries to like grab us or hit us with a projectile, we're gonna we have a pretty good chance of dodging it. However, if we want to, we can fill in this bubble here, right? And doing so will not only add 3 to our save, but it'll also add our combat mastery. It says CM here, which is 1. So it would be a 4 instead of a 3. However, if this is empty, it stays at the number is just flat, right? Or we could use one of those saves to kind of offset this intelligence problem. Like instead of getting a -2 on getting mind controlled, it's only a -1 for now until we're level 4 or level 3. Is this just Sonic? I wouldn't say Sonic is dumb. I mean, in the movies, he's dumb. But that's more because he's a kid. Sonic is actually pretty smart. He's just, he doesn't care. He's just very laissez-faire. Save our lad from dainbermage. Save him from the dainbermage. Yeah, I'm going to skip this song. It's a little too... I'm gonna. I picked fantasy music, but I'm not feeling chill. I'm not feeling the bing chilling. So let's go to stream beats. This is the bing chilling. We gotta feel the bing chilling. There we go. That's the bing chilling. Just starts playing CCP music for bing chilling. Checkmark agility. Hey, do the vote. Do the vote. We get 2. We get 2, by the way. We get to checkmark up to 2. All right. The votes are almost done. Everyone, get your votes in before the polls close. Before the polls close. Here, we'll now let's go to the elf and dwarf so you can see these. By the way, the way ancestries work, I'll just start explaining it now, is we get 5 points that we can put in, and you can buy which ancestry abilities you have. Like, let's say you just want to go full elf, right? You could buy, let's see, plant knowledge. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Plant knowledge, speed increase, and let's say agile explorer or nimble. Nimble, plant knowledge, and speed increase. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you get this 0 ability for free, right? However, let's say you want to make like a elf dwarf, a dwelf, right? You can still do that buying like, okay, let's see, I want the speed increase, and then I also want the minor tremor sense, and natural combatant and stone blood. But then you have to pick either this 0 or this 0 ability. You get one of the two, right? You get one of the two. But then there's also negative traits, where you could like lower some stat of yours, but you get another point that you can put into something that you really want to put in. So that's how it works, just so people know. Now let's see the poll. How are the results? Looks like people said agility and intelligence. All right, we're offsetting that problem there. Okay, so this is a 4 because it's 3 plus 1. And this is going to be a -1 because it's -2 plus 1. Oops. There we go. And then the rest are flat. So 0 and 3. Cool, 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 cool. Now, we get to do our... what is it? Background. Let's duplicate that. And then it'll scroll up here. Scroll up. Oh, wait, no, there's still one more. Now we get to do our knowledge points. If I remember correctly, I have a video that I'll bring up in a second just to double check, but I'll get background up and going. Where's... mastery, trade, background. Okay, so 89. Oh, there is a background there. Background skills, trades, and languages. Nope, that's not where background is. I swear I can type. Where are the backgrounds? Am I dumb? I guess we'll just go to trades for now so I can find that later. Here are the different types of trade. Anyway, so we get to put in points here for based on our intelligence. So normally we start with 5 points, right? 5 points plus our intelligence. However, our intelligence is a -2, so we go from 5 to 3. So we can put 3 points into these first bubbles because as a level 1, you can only be a novice at something, right? Makes sense. Can you stop? You can only be a novice at something, right? And the way it works is if you have for each point you have something in here, right? It gives you +2. +2 at novice, +4 at adept, 6 at expert, 8 at master, and 10 at grandmaster. Right? I'm on YouTube. I can't vote. Well, you got the checkmark agility. So that's good. Okay, this is fully charged, so I can now take this one and charge it. Okay, so what would this guy? Would this guy be a very aware character? Is he aware of his surroundings? Is he or she aware? I bought one for that. Ah, well, thank you for that, Goth Mog. So remember, we only get 3 points because we're kind of dumb. We're not that good at learning things. He's not aware. Okay. No awareness. Is he athletic or intimidating? Is he like very athletic? Like he's able to do like backflips and stuff, or is he? Is this for Forrest? Is this Forrest Gump? Hey, Forrest Gump isn't the only person who's not aware of his surroundings. I'll have you know I'm not aware of my surroundings. That's why that guy standing behind me is always there. Oh, he's not there this time. Is he athletic or intimidating? What do we say, chat? Maybe he's acrobatic. You know? Maybe he's good at doing like flips and stuff. Or he's like good at like contortioning himself. Or maybe she's very tricky. She knows how to trick people. Yeah. This is a gold coin. It's not a copper coin. It's not a bronze coin at all. Fun fact, by the way, I'll tell you about that later. Or maybe she's stealthy. Maybe she's like good at hiding in plain sight. Yes to which one? I'll write down how many points we have. I feel like they should be more athletic. Okay. Is that 2 for athletic? Athletic? Oh, we got 1 for acrobat and 1 for athletic. Oh. In that case, Del, Yuki, please type exclamation point, roll D20. And we will see whoever rolls the highest. Oh, thanks for following, Taco Cat. Oh my god. It's Taco Cat, 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 Taco Cat. 464. All right, Yuki got a 9. Del, Roll 1d20. It should, exclamation point, roll d20. If you get above a 9, Del, you win. Yeah, you gotta type roll 1d20, exclamation point, roll 1d20. Like, what's my favorite color of banana? Yellow. But I'm not a huge fan of banana for multiple reasons. One, like that. Oh, wrong chat. Where is it? Like that. You gotta type it like that. You put a space between the exclamation point and the roll. Down. When you put the space between the exclamation point, it doesn't read it as a code anymore. No, that was me rolling. Because that came out after I typed it. Wait. Oh, never mind. You got a 5 before. Oh, either way. Yikes. Yuki won. Bananas are great. I'm just not a huge fan. But the other thing is Claire's allergic to bananas, so... I like banana bread, though. Yuki, you won. So which one did you want to put in? Acrobatics? I got a 6. Damn, Del, your luck is really bad today. That's a really... Hoggers. Which one did you want to put in? Acrobatics? Can I change the message that it responds with after the command? What do you mean, can I change it? I mean, I can, but I don't want to. All right, so we got 2 more points, chat. Two more skill points. But my favorite color of banana is yellow because that's the only one I know about. I mean, I know technically they can be green, but I'm not a really big banana guy. I don't think they're bad. I'm just not a big fan. Bothers me that it has an exclamation mark after the number, so it reads as 5 factorial. No, it reads as 5. That's what it reads as. Green bananas aren't ripe enough. Not like green, but like that lime green between green and yellow. I like when they're a little like, still a little hard, kind of. Not too soft. I don't like when they're too soft. All right, so where are we putting our next one? Since we put in acrobatics and we can't put any more. Before we continue, I should let you know. I have to sneeze. If you put 1 in any of these knowledge points, you get another one. So it's a buy 1, get 1 free for knowledge. And if there's like a thing that you think he'd be really good at, but it's not written here, he or she, we can make up 1 or 2 of our own. Bananas are dangerous because they're shaped as guns. Oh no. Oh no. But my math. Bananas are dangerous because they're slightly radioactive. Isn't everything slightly radioactive, though, in reality? Because we came from the Earth, and the Earth was radioactive as fuck back when it was a thing. Isn't that how carbon dating works, where we study the rocks, the rock or fossils or whatever's radioactivity, and the more unradioactive it is, the older it is? I can't really read what it says there. It says where. What are you trying to read? This? This? Everything's bananas are slightly more than most. Oh no. The bananas are evil. I think hydrogen isn't, at least. Yeah, hydrogen probably isn't, because hydrogen is what creates radioactivity. Because everything is essentially created from hydrogen and helium. Right? The knowledge categories. Oh, the knowledge categories are arcana, history, nature. Here, can I zoom this in? There we go. Is that better for everybody? So awareness, we already did acrobatics. There's trickery, stealth, animal, which is your ability to talk, communicate with animals, get them to not attack and stuff. Influence, insight, investigation, medicine, survival, arcana, history, nature, occultism, religion, and whatever we want to make up. So what are we thinking, chat? Is he knowledgeable in anything? By the way, these are the knowledge categories. Well, helium is partially a reason for radioactivity. Oh. I just know that the universe is basically 98% hydrogen and helium, and then 2% everything else. From that's what I was taught, or I remember being taught. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. I think it would be amusing to be surprisingly historically knowledgeable. All right, so we get one history, and then we get a free one, because we said 2 people said history, so we get a free one. So where do we want to put the free one? Someone said religion. Oh, okay. So this guy's very historical. He's historically knowledgeable, and he's also very knowledgeable about religion. Okay, but that leaves us at only 1 point left. One knowledge point left. Where do we want to put this bad boy? And I'm just gonna actually erase this, because we know it's 1 point. We said he's unaware, not athletic, not intimidating. What about tricky or stealthy, or animally, or influential, or insightful? You know, I'm gonna start saying them wrong. Insighty, influency, animally, stealthical, trickathy. Mostly hydrogen and helium, but that's just because they're simple atoms. Yeah, I know, it's because they're simple atoms. And then that's what creates stars. And then stars eventually explode, creating all the other atoms. Ooh, we've got an intelligence fight. Influence? Or, wait, insight. Oh yeah, influence and insight. I'm blind. To go with the charisma. I mean, they're both under charisma. Okay, so everybody's fighting over influence or insight or animal. All right. Then we're going to have to play a game of rock, paper, lizard, scissors. Wait, can you duel 2 people, Yuki? Do you know if you can duel 2 people in this thing? In Stream Elements? Actually, I'll make it even easy. I'll make it easier. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 100. Whoever is closest... Here, I'm going to write it down on my phone. On Discord. I haven't written it yet. It's cheating. Okay, I wrote it. Just to prove I'm not typing again, I'm gonna have my phone here. You can see all my fingers. So you can see I'm not typing. All right. 42, 69, and 74. The answer is... Can you see that? 73. So Almighty Gothmog. Oh, right. Duel's on YouTube. We can't duel him. I'm dumb. Almighty Gothmog picked influence. You were literally one off of the number I typed. I just typed a random number. I literally didn't even look at chat. Nicely done. All right. So that uses up our intelligence. So then these go flat. So this is a 3. These are both zeros, zeros. This is 3 plus 2. So 5. 3, 3, 3, 3, 5. And then these two are -2 plus 2. So he's actually at a 0 for these right now. That's just because he's a dum-dum. All right, so when we roll for these things, this is what the numbers you'll be using. Now, let's look into a trades. So here are the different trades. I almost went 73. I erased the 3 and added a 4. You're kind of reading my mind here, bro. You're reading my mind. What am I thinking about right now, Almighty Gothmog? Let's see if you can guess what I'm thinking about. If you can guess what I'm thinking about, no, never mind. Thinking about banana bread because I'm getting hungry, and we were talking about banana bread, and I haven't had banana bread in a long time. Okay, so here are the trade arenas. I'll find a place to. We'll just write trades for now. And I believe you get 3 trade points. And then you can use a trade point to get a language point. Let me just double check.
Hey there, and
Nobody heard that. Oh no, 1 trade point equals 2 language points. So I'll write that down. 1 trade point. There we go. 1 trade point equals 2 language points. So the way trades work is the exact same way these work, but they're these kind of skills, right? But the way languages work is if you have it filled in 1, you're limited. Like you can kind of speak it. You kind of know what they're saying. You're like, okay, I know what he's saying. I can kind of communicate, but I can't really read the language that well. But if you got 2, then you're fluent. You can read and write it easily. You can communicate, just no problemo. So if we want to pick 3 of these, we can. Or we can trade picking 3 so that we get more languages. There's a picture of banana bread on my phone screen right now. Yeah, it's because you wrote too many capital letters. Zagger, do you have banana bread in your school? Because I always have banana bread in my school. No, we did not have banana bread in our schools where I went. Generally, the cheap bread that they would get us was cornbread, if they got us cornbread. But nah, they didn't have it in my school. Not when I was a kid. When I was a kid, we were given half-boiled hot dogs and bagged milk. And you learned to like it. Needed in my school. I was scrolling Facebook and I'm currently stopped on a pic of banana bread. To be fair, I've never used the school cafeteria anyways. Same. My mom always just made lunches for me when I was growing up, so I ate those 99%. I think I used the school cafeteria like 5 times in my, from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade. I used it maybe 5 times. We should choose cooking. Cooking? All right, so let me find where cooking is, so you can read into it before you. Where is it? Cooking. So cooking uses you get you get the ability to use cook's utensils. It goes off the agility, intelligence, or charisma modifier, and it's the practice of preparing, mixing, and heating edible ingredients to create meals. I was homeschooled, then I got a job at the school. Was in IT. Nice. So Dell says we should choose cooking. Does everybody like that at choice? I'm cool with that. I'll make sure he's like able to make something edible while he's in the wild. I have to flip my phone upside down so I don't like get distracted by any messages that come up. A Pidgeot. Ash's Pidgeot. Cooking is fun. We got 2 for cooking. We'll go with cooking. What's cooking? Good looking. All right, and that is will. It goes off of either agility, intelligence, or charisma. Do we want it to go off agility or charisma? Because they're both a 3. We'll just say it's a 5 for now. Everyone, it's time to cook. Charisma. He's a charismatic, and I'll just for fun. Just for flavor, we'll say he's a charisma cooker. Like, he's very charismatic when he makes his dishes. I'm planning on making a cannoli. Oh, I've never had a cannoli. I was going to pretend like I know what that's like, but I'm like, ah. All right, we still got 2 more trade points. 2 more trade points. What 2 trades do you want to have them do now? Or do you want them to have more languages? Let me... Where's languages? Just double checking to make sure. 16. So here are the languages. If we want them to... So here are the languages and the trades. I feel like they'd be a good flirt in multiple languages. Oh, they're becoming like Sanji. No, but Sanji's actually intelligent, though. Sanji's not the dumb one. That's Luffy and Zoro. Luffy and Zoro are the dumb ones. Sanji's one of the smart ones. Like, there have been multiple times where Sanji saved them by doing something really smart, like the time when in Alabasta, they didn't know... They knew everyone else's, how everyone else looked except for Sanji. And so then Sanji called himself Mr. Prince and tricked all the bodyguard. While everybody was captured in that prison, he tricked everybody else into, everybody who was watching him to leave to chase after Chopper. And then he infiltrated for free and got everybody out of that cage. Or the time in Ennis Lobby where he was the only one smart enough to set the gate to start closing, so that way they would pass through the gate and then it would close on all the Marines behind him. So this guy's a dumb Sanji. This would be like one of Sanji's siblings, even though they're supposed to actually be intelligent too. They just don't have any emotions. Sanji's smart until he sees a pretty lady. Hey. That's true for most of us, man. That's the way you're supposed to do it. So it looks like we're trading a skill point for an extra language. Because we start with 2 language points. So what are we thinking for our next 2 language points? Almighty Gothmog isn't sure. We don't want anything else? If you want, we could just sacrifice our last 2 trade points and just get 4 language points on top of the 2 we already have, giving us 6, so we can be fluent in 3 languages. Like, he's only good at cooking, but he can talk to a lot of people. By the way, everybody starts with common. That's just how it is. That would be sick. Almighty Gothmog says vehicles, question mark? What about you, Del? What are you thinking? Are we thinking any of these things? Like maybe he's really good. Gaming, by the way, means like gambling, like playing things like dice or card games. Like one of the languages was Jewish. Nope. There's Common, Human, Dwarvish, Elvish, Gnomish, Halfling, Giant, Draconic, Orcish, Fey, Elemental, Celestial, Fiend, and Deep Speech. Which is like whop, that, yep, yep, zip, zap, zip, zip, yep, zip, zap, roll, yep, yep, yerp, nerp, derp, derp, yep, yep, yerp, yerp, zip, yo, whop, zip. Yuki says he likes vehicles and gaming. And Almighty Goth. Okay. So that's 2 people for vehicles. So we're actually, since we got 2 people going with it, we'll put vehicles. And then let's see, where's vehicles? Uses agility, intelligence, or might. Covers the practice of managing, operating, and steering vehicles, whether on land, sea, or air. Water vehicles, boats, canoes, kayaks, and large ships. Air vehicles, airships, and astral jumpers for space. Land vehicles, clockwork, or other magical land vehicles. What's the point of a good flirt if if they're not good at gaming? All right, before we get that, since we got 2 people who said vehicles. Oops. Do we want, we'll just say it's for agility. He's really fast with his hands. Did I write that right? Yeah, I did. And then we're going to use up our other one for 2 more language points. So we have 2. We have 4 total. So we could be limited in 2 languages, or fluent in 2 languages, or limited in 4. And here are our languages. Dell says Draconic. I mean, if that's what we want to go with, I'm not going to stop you. I mean, we could be fluent at talking to the big lizard gods. Fluent in 2 seems to be the best way. Okay. I just imagine chat all being in a canoe. Fluent in 1 and okay in 2 others. Here, let's do a vote. Everyone who wants him to be fluent in 1 language, say type fluent. If you want him to be limited in 2 languages, type limited. All right. I'll give you all 1 minute. I will be back in 60 seconds. Debate amongst yourselves. Squawk. I came back with pizza, everybody. Looks like everybody wants fluent. Okay. If they're fluent, they can read erotica. Our character's a weird guy. I'm not gonna lie. He's a weird guy. Alright, then which language? We already got Draconic. Right? He's our lovable weirdo. That's true. That's true. So do we want him to be able to talk to humans? Dwarvans? Elvans? No-mans? Halflings? Let's go, pizza. We got one for Dwarvan. We talked to dwarves. We talked to the short mining people. Okay. We got two for dwarves. I almost just wrote dwarves. I didn't even write it. There we go. All right. So we've got his skills. And we'll just say, since it's based off charisma, +3. He's got a +3 in those. Mom always says, never talk while there's food in your mouth, Zaggard, and the other hand. Well, she's not my mom, so she ain't gonna stop me. All right, now we gotta, let's see, we gotta do the calculations. For our now we just do the math for this. This part is easy. So you get 4 action points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I miss her. Where is she right now? If you don't mind me asking. So let's do the math on this is pretty easy. So this is combat mastery plus prime. So prime is 3. Combat mastery is 1. So this is a 4. So whenever we go to punch something, we get a +4. Save DC. So when we use a spell on someone, they gotta pass this. It's 10 plus our combat mastery, which is 1, plus our prime, which is 3. So that's 14. Martial checks, athletic or acrobatics. Well, we'll say that's a 5. Nope, +5. Because we got 3 plus 5. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Let me just double check the vidya here. And then our health. Our health is a super easy calculation, which is right here. The heart is the health. All right, it's 6 plus our character level, which is 1, plus our might, which is 0. So it's just 7. We got 7 HP. Max and full. Max and current, right? I'm just going through this video while I eat my pizza. All right, now we're going to pick what class we are. Let's go. 7 lucky number. Let's hope so. Which one? Where's the classes at again? So here are the classes. We got Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Commander, which is kind of like Fighter, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, and Wizard. What kind of class we thinking? Classes, mathematics. Not quite right, my friend. So, just remember, even if we are a wizard in class, so just as a quick reminder, because of the way the prime modifier works, even if you're like really dumb, you can still be a wizard. Just we could say like he's a charismatic wizard. He's able to coax the universe into. He's able to use the power of his soul to power spells instead of using his mind. Or his agility is high, so he's able to write the runes in the air faster than anybody else. So you don't actually have to be like, oh, because we have low intelligence, we can't be a wizard or whatever. We have to be a barbarian or bard. No. Like, if you want to be a barbarian who has no strength, we could do that. He's a charismatic fighter. He's like, you're so stupid. You can't even fight. And then they get all upset and they try to punch him and he dodges out of the way and knocks him in the face. Right? Or he's got agility, so he's bopping around him, you know? Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. You know? I love the idea he just woos the universe into magic. He could be like King from One Punch Man. Oh yeah, no strength, but everybody thinks he's... King is hilarious. King is the best. You know, after Moomin Rider. Moomin Rider is the GOAT. I'm planning on catching up on One Punch Man, the manga, soon. Because I watched a video talking about some stuff from One Punch Man, and I want to see it in action. Because honestly, it's been so long for season 3 at this point. Like, it's been, what, like 6, 7 years? Unironically, his scene in the second half of the first season is one of the best parts of the series. Actually true. Actually true. Hands down true. You know, the mangaka who writes it actually really loves that scene too. Because when he first started making his series, a lot of people said, you should quit, your art is bad, it's terrible, nobody's going to read this, it's shit, you should quit, you should give up, you should give up. And then now he has one of the most famous manga of all time. So, yeah, fuck you guys. One or Murata. All right. Wizard or Bard. All right, chat. Dell has put out a challenge. So let's do the let's do a poll. I'm just gonna call it pick. Wizard, Bard. I cannot type. Wixard. One's art is definitely an acquired taste. Dell can't vote. You're right, but he's the one starting the vote. He's the one asking you to vote. That's my logic on the whole thing. All right, guys, we got about a half hour left in making this tractor. All righty. Once we get to the 6:30-minute mark, I'm just going to start speeding through what this guy has, by the way. If you guys don't answer within like a minute, I'll pick. That's how I'm going to do it. So you guys got 10 more minutes before I start speeding through. Speeding through. I'm actually really glad we did this. I was going to play some Mario Luigi, but now I'm like, nah. This was all I needed. That's fair. Question day, would you rather be Aragorn or Gandalf? That was fun. Good choice. Would you rather be a king or an angel? Who, even when he dies, they're like, get back to work. There's something both, but I'd probably go with Aragorn. Same. I don't think I'd want to be Gandalf. Gandalf had like so much responsibility on him, but he didn't have that much power and he kind of just wanted to chill. Yeah. My heat warmer. I've now dropped both of them. Oh no. Hello. It's now a microphone chat. Ah. Yours just died. Thanks, Z. You're welcome. Thanks. I hate it. Oh yeah, our move speed should be 5, and then I think our jump speed is our agility, so a 3. A jump distance. Damn, we're really agile. Rest points is level plus might, so 1. Grip points is charisma plus 2, so we get 5. And then let me see what we got. What results do we got? We're going with Bard. Bard it is. 117. All right, the Bard. We'll write down. Why do I have trades written here? 2 light weapons. 2 light weapons. 1 Muzak Instra. I'll just write instrument. Theater kit or art kit. One set of novice. And we won't deal with the packs for now. So let's see. We'll worry about combat mastery later. I mean, we get spellcasting. You learn a new spell. You can choose any spell with a charm spell tag or from the following spell schools: conjuration, divination, enchantment, illusion, and restoration. I don't. Bard was a fair vote since it was one. I don't know if Bard was a fair vote for Bard, and Del voted Wizard. Del voted Wizard? Where did I see that? Well, he said Wizard or Bard. Unless he said something again since then. Yeah. Here, I'll screenshot it. Wait, that doesn't work there. Here. It's all good then. All right, let's see. Players don't mean that. Let's see how much MP we get. Oh, we get 3 mana points. Okay. Cantrips known and 2 cantrips. 3 spells. Will we get 2 skill points? Oh. And then our stamina is 0. So we're just going to leave that as that. Let's see. Does that mean we get 2 more of these? Let me double check something real quick. Oh yeah, we get 2 more of these. Since we're a bard. Is there an imposter of me? No, I think he just didn't know. But we get 2 more skill points right here. So what's something else that this guy's good at? We now are slightly better than we were before at shit. That's a gigastonks. That is gigastonks. Let me just, real quick before I forget. I saved it just so it doesn't get lost. How about baking? That would be a trade skill, and that's part of cooking. I'm gonna say that's part of cooking, because let me see the list. Yeah, bake that would no. Oh, here's the whatevers. Where's trades? Yeah, that would be trades, not a skill. So here are the skills. What skills should they have? I can't really tell you what they should have. I don't even have this campaign made yet. I'm still making. We're just making a character right now. Then we'll make a campaign. So we already got quite a bit. Do we want to animal skill? Animal means like, let's say there's a wild wolf in front of you, right? And it's standing there and it's growling at you, and you take out a piece of meat to be like, I'm friendly, you don't have to attack me. How well you roll that changes whether the wolf takes the meat and walks away, or if he attacks you because he thinks you're threatening him. So it's like how well you are at dealing with animals in any given situation. Or like calming a frightened horse down when there's a fire. That could be pretty useful. Okay, we'll go with animal. Oops, putting this at a 5. All right, we get one more extra one because we're a barb. We're a barb. We get one more extra one. Barbman. All right, so what's the last skill we want to put our extra point into? Not trade, skill list. Remember, if we put it in a knowledge one, it's a buy one, get one free. Are dragons technically animals? No, because they have high intelligence. Baby dragons could be considered animals, but adolescent and older, I would say no, because they're intelligent creatures. Animals usually applies to lower intelligence creatures like dogs, cats, wolves, bears, things like that. No one else picks it, let them know. Let me know. I'm giving y'all... How many more seconds do I want to give you? You get 20 seconds, chat. Are you saying baby humans are animals? Kind of, yeah. Think about it. They don't really... They act on base instincts alone. They just poop wherever. They eat when they have food. They're conscious of their surroundings. Trickery or survival. Ooh. All right, I'm going to roll this dice. And we're going to see which one it lands on. I mean, humans are biological animals, anyhow. All right, this is a 1d20, so from anywhere from 1 to 20. Guess a number. That is certainly a number. I mean, there are leash kids out there. So you could do that, but I think you get in legal trouble doing that. Del said 20, and Yuki said 2. Well, it was this. Come on, focus. So it was a 5. So Yuki gets to pick, and Yuki said trickery. All right, we're really tricky. So to get a kid in your van is animal handling? Sort of? That's technically not incorrect, though. All right, let's go back to Bard stuff. So we've got our mana points. All right, we should see what's the calculation again for physical defense and mystical defense. First, let's decide, is this guy wearing any armors? Where's the equipment section? 73. 77. Armors. So let's see, he's knowledgeable. 1 set of novice light armor. Light armor. Does he have novice light armor on? Yes or no? Do you mean by that? He's wearing a chainmail bikini. Sure, we'll say that. We'll say he's wearing a chainmail bikini. Yes, very specifically he. Got it. Got it. Cool. Got it. All right, and then that just gives a +1 to physical defense, right? Yeah. We'll just say it's a +1 for now. And then, let's see, his... we'll get his physical down here real quick, because the formula is 8 plus 1, so 9, plus another 1, plus his agility. So 9 plus 3, so he's got a 12 in physical defense. And then for a heavy hit, he needs to take 17, and then 22. So the way this system works, and I'll explain it once we finish the mystical. So mystical defense is 9 plus charisma plus intelligence. 9 plus 3 minus 2. So 9 plus 1, so he's got 10. So the way defenses work in this game is if you're getting attacked by something that physically hurts you, like a punch, an arrow, or someone throwing a fireball at you, you use your physical defense. If you're getting attacked by something trying to warp your mind or suck out your soul, you use your mystical defense, right? And then when they roll a d20 to hurt you with a physical hit like a punch, they have to roll a 12 or higher. To hit you with a mental attack, they need to roll a 10 or higher. But for each 5 points above that, they add an extra point to their damage. So the way damage works in this is things have a flat damage. Like swords always do 2 or 3 damage, right? So let's say you got hit by a They got hit. They rolled an 18, so they pass it. So it does 2 damage plus another 1 because it's a 2 from a sword, and plus 1 because it passes your heavy hit. And then let's say they roll a 23, right? So it passes, so it gets the 2 damage plus 1 because it's heavy, plus another 1 because it's brutal. And then if it's a nat 1, they add another 2 on top of that. So it's plus 4, 1 for being heavy, 1 for being brutal, 2 for being a critical hit. So you take 6 points of damage in 1 hit. And we have 7 HP. So if we got hit by a nat 20 in 1 turn, we'd go down to 1 HP. The real question is, are we broke? I'm going to start the game with you guys having no gold. And it won't be too much of a hindrance. I promise. Let's get the... Where's the... Weapons is 73. We'll get 73 ready. Let's see. Here's our class features. Oh, okay. We'll read all this in a minute. So we have the weapons ready. What else do I need to know? Oh, spell casting. Which spell casting can we pick from? Okay, these ones I actually can... 1 MP spells. Okay. Let's just say you can only pick one of these. So do we want befriend, close wounds, guidance, light, mage hand, message, or minor illusion? I don't have them written down. I can look for the descriptions, but you can guess based on how they work. And we get 2 of these. Zagged, where's the bundle to buy for not being broke? You have to buy it in blood packs, and they have to all be O alpha. They can't be O positive or O negative. They have to be O alpha blood. So it's you know, and you got to go to like there's a building next to a hospital behind a Taco Bell. And there they'll lead you to an elevator that brings you to a guy on the 3rd basement floor. And then he'll have you go through a test. And if you pass the test, then you get a license, which allows you to drive a tractor onto this one farm. And if you drive the tractor and you're able to create realistic looking tractor signs like what aliens did in the 80s, then the government will come and they'll take you to a secret bunker. And once you work with them for 6 months, then you can get the blood packs. I vote close wound. How very non-specific. Life tip. Life tip. Don't ask. Let me see if I have a good life. I have a good one. If you're gonna play a new system with your friends, start as early as you can so your characters can be done. So you don't waste an hour making characters. All right, so one person said close wounds. So what that lets you do, it lets you, if I remember correctly, yeah, so here's how it works. Let's see. You channel an ally creature. Touch an ally creature that has at least 1 HP and make a DC 10 spell check. Success. The target can spend 1 rest point to gain 2 HP. The target spends 1 rest point to gain 1 HP. I want mage hands. Mage hands? Mage hands? Actually, I think it's just mage hand. I don't think it's mage hands. Yeah, it's mage hand. You get 1 hand, not 2. All right, not 3, not 2, but 1. 1 mage hand. Okay, so these are the cantrips he knows. What is a mage hand? I will look that up for you right now. There we go. Basically, what you do is you summon a magic floating hand that you can move around within a certain space, and it can pick up. It can carry up anything up to 10 pounds or less. But it can't attack or activate magic items. However, you can cast spells through your mage hand. So, like close wounds. Let's say it's really far away. You cast mage hand, right? And then you move it 5 spaces away, and then you have it on your ally, and you cast close wounds, and it'll heal them, as if you're touching them. Useful. You can also spend an MP to make the range 20 space instead of 5. Or you can spend 1 to make the duration 1 hour instead of 1 minute. All right, since we're already here, now let's look at the spells list. Let's see. Let's see. Cantrips and spells done. You can learn additional number of spells with without cantrip spell tag as shown in the spells known column of the Bard class table. You can learn new spells. You can choose any spell with the charm tag. Or from these lists. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna type charm. Let's just say we get only the ones with a charm tag. All right, wait. Okay, so you can't learn destruction spells. Oh. Good to know. Let's look for any ones with the charm tag. I think so they don't use feet in DC 20, Dell. DC 20 uses spaces. So that way it's like I can move 5 spaces. That way you don't have to do the math. Okay, 1, 2, this is 1 square is 5, 10, 15, 20. You just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, done. So this one doesn't use 30 feet. It's 5 feet or 5 spaces. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it's 25 instead of 30. It's a little bit shorter, but it's whatever. Whatever. Let's get rid of that because we don't need any more. We will need weapons in a minute. Let's start at the top of the list. So I think these ones will be mostly destruction protection, which we can't learn. Yeah. I'm gonna type this so that way we have it remembered, chat. Good, no more freedom units. I mean, when they rewrite it in the 4 other countries, it just says meters instead of feet. Our weapon is a knife. We'll look at that. Hold up. We can have 2 light weapons, so let's not. Oh, lol. Bane, bless, command, find familiar, fog, cloud, grease, heal, psychic fear, silent image, sleep, tethering vines. Okay, we'll just go off of this list here. How's that? Makes it a little bit easier. How do I unhighlight something? It doesn't matter. Okay, so Bane. Let's see what Bane does. It summons Bane from the Batman universe. Bane. Choose 3 creatures that you can see within range. Make a spell check contested by their mental save. If they fail, they must roll a d4 and subtract the number from each attack check or save they make until the spell ends. It is a concentration. It makes you go, no one cared who I was until I put on the mask. Close wounds. That's, or not close. Bless, you give someone a extra oomph when they cast their spells, when they do something. So it's like, I bless you. You now are able to roll and, you now, well, it's like, okay, you really want to do something? I'm going to give you an extra chance. You're going to have more chance to do it. Bless. Find command. What does command do? I think it, yes. Are these all under? Yeah. Command within range. You don't have to be able to see the has no effect if the target doesn't understand your language, if it is unable to follow your command, or if your command is directly harmful to itself. Move, prone, drop, attack. Pretty straightforward. So basically you can control something so long as it's not hurting itself or it's something it cannot do, or it doesn't speak your language. You just command it to do like, move over that way, and it'll use up 2 of its 4 action points. Weather, Toronto. Weather in Toronto, Canada. 7.1 degrees Celsius or 44.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Light rain. Wind is blowing from the east at 23 kilometers per hour. 87% humidity. Visibility 14 kilometers or 8 miles. Air pressure. I don't know what that means. I don't know what HPA is. So command, you control something. Find familiar. You find familiar. Fog cloud. I think you just... make a 10 success. You create a sphere of fog within 4 space radius. Turn the point within range. Okay, the sphere spreads corners and its area is fully concealed. Creatures within 1 space of each other see each other normally. It lasts for... Oh, okay, that's pretty neat. So it's like you're in a thick fog, like you're driving, and you can barely see in front of you. Like you can see like that guy, but then right past that guy, it's just blurry. Son of a bitch. Blurry shapes and things. So you just make a fog cloud. Grease is you basically put an oil slick on the ground. Heal, you heal someone. Psychic fear, you're probably mentally making them fear. Silent image, you're basically creating like an image illusion. Sleep, you're putting people to sleep. And then I don't know tethering vines. Choosing in a 3-space radius from the chosen space, making the area difficult terrain. Spell check contested by a physical save from all creatures other than you within the range. Success, the creature is tethered. While tethered, the creature can't leave the area. The creature can spend 1 AP to make a physical check of your choice against your save DC. Success, the target is no longer tethered. When the spell ends, the conjured plants wilt away. Is it possible we can get Zone of Truth? No. Not at level 1. Hectopascals? That's probably it. You're probably right. It is hectopascals. What is a hectopascal? I'll have to look that up. All right, so what do we want? Do we want Bane, Bless, Command, Find Familiar, Fog Cloud, Grease, Heal, Psychic Fear, Silent Image, Sleep, or Tethering Vines? Remember, we get tres. We get tres spells. And I'll write another page for all the stuff we learn later. It's 100 pascals. What's a pascal? You Americans don't use it. It's a unit of pressure. I can't, even if I learned it, what is silent image? I'm pretty sure it's just basically an illusion, but I'll look it up. Even if I, honestly, even if I learned it in elementary school, I wouldn't know it. I'm terrible at volume math. Like, I still don't, like, I only learned what a pint was a few years ago. Like, I could only start picturing it in my mind. Like, I knew what a pint was. I knew what it meant. I knew it meant a unit of measurement pertaining to a liquid. But I couldn't visualize how big a pint was. Like, this big, this big. I know this is about 2 liters? This is 2 liters now. It's equal to 0.000014 psi. Oh. Okay. I have no idea what a pint is. I just imagine a big old mug of beer of intermediate size. Yeah. I couldn't even imagine that. I was like, I don't know, a cup? Like, could a pint be this big? Could it be this big? Could it be, like, my brain couldn't, I couldn't connect the two because they never really explained it well. Being terrible with distance, same. It's not so much distance, it's sizes. Distances I was pretty okay with. Like, I'm like, that's about 20 feet. Fun fact, by the way, if you use your hand, a smart thing you can do, take a ruler or any other measurement device and measure how long your hand is from your wrist to the tip of your pinky, and then you'll be able to more accurately tell how big something is just by going. So the average human hand in freedom units is 6 inches. Not sure how much that is in meters. So anyway, silent image. You create an object a creature, or some other visible phenomenon in a 3-space cube. The image appears at a spot within range and lasts for the duration. The image is purely visual. It isn't accompanied by any sound, smell, or other sensory effects. You can spend an AP to cause the image to move to any spot within range. As the image changes location, you can alter its appearance so that its movements appear natural for the image. Physical interactions with the image reveals it to be an illusion. Alternatively, a creature can spend 1 action point to examine the image to attempt to determine if the illusion is real. The creature makes an investigation check against your save DC. Success, the creature discerns the illusion. You can use a mana point to add sounds or smells. So, it's basically just an illusion. Where is it? It's the illusion spell. That's actually pretty cool. Ah, that's how you get rid of highlights. There we go. That way we're only looking at this. I think on average it is about 6 inches. I know mine is, and my hand isn't that big. How many inches long is the average U.S. hand? Oh, 7.6 inches. Never mind, I was wrong. Where are we measuring from? Wrist? Your wrist right here? Right? To your pinky. That way you can easily just go like, bam, how long is this? Do, 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 do. And you got like a basic measurement. In case you don't have a ruler on hand right away or a measuring tape. It has saved me a couple of times, I'm not going to lie. All right, I'm just going to pick the spells that this guy knows. Because we're taking forever. Let's say he's... You know, he cares about people, so he's going to have heal. You know, he's a nice guy. But he also doesn't want to go into danger by himself. So he has Find Familiar. There's been a lot of picking today. That's fine. 7.6 sounds about right. My hand is near that. And then finally... he has Tethering Vines. Just in case something comes to try to attack him, he has Tethering Vines to protect himself. Now let's see what else does he get. Let's see. Let's pick what. Oh, this is shields and stuff. Where's weapon? 73. So he gets 2 light weapons. We know that. So let's see what kind of... we could give him a sickle, a hand axe, battle axe, or a scythe. A bolus, knuckles, flail, club, light hammer, war hammer, climbing pick, mining pick, pickaxe, stake, javelin, spear, stick, baton, quarterstaff, dagger, short sword, long sword, brass knuckles, hand claw, hand hook, gauntlet, rapier, morning star, net, a sling, a short bow. No, I think those are ranged weapons. I don't think we get ranged weapons as a barb. Yeah, we just get 2 basic light weapons. So we don't get the ranged weapons. All right, I'll swipe out Find Familiar with Silent Image. We need some attack spells. All right. Someone says the brass knuckles. He's got the brass knuckies. All right. Then we'll write brass knuckles. Brass knuckles do 2 damage, bludgeoning. All right, so we got 1. And then let's see, what else could there be? Someone said a knife, so honey, that a rapier is considered a light weapon when in reality they tend to be heavy, mainly because the guard is so big and complicated. It's because of the it's comparative to other swords, and it's that way. It's that way so bards can use them. To be honest, do you know the way? Do you know the way? But do you know about Knuckles' cousin Kneecap? Bet you didn't know about Kneecap. I'm sure they're nimble. Yeah, again, it's just to make it easier. It's for game mechanic reasons. But they're not light in terms of mass. That is true. They are not light. No sword can be light in terms of mass because it's made of metal. Metal is heavy. I don't think people realize how heavy metal is. And so they look at swords. But then the other thing is, you know what's funny? When it comes to swords, we actually also have an incorrect perception of how heavy a sword really is. Like, you know those giant two-handed claymore swords? In all video games, they show whoever uses them going, "Ugh, ugh," and that's all you can do to attack with it. Like, you got to do this long, slow moving attack. When in reality, if that was the case, you would die. Because if you go like this and then you can't move right away, they just stab you in the neck and you're dead. They just move out of the way. Like, this is not a fast attack. In reality, the people who carried those were really strong, and those weapons are a lot lighter than people think they were. Because they were made so that way you could swing them around really quickly. Kind of like, here. The idea was you were supposed to be able to go like this instead of like, you see the difference? The other thing is the people wearing who had claymores or big two-handed weapons were not your average soldier on the front lines. They would have probably been the soldiers who are guarding the generals or the king. Usually very specific personal guards had them. And they also, another thing is, they would not wear major heavy armor. Because heavy armor would have been heavy and too hard to move around with that. They would have worn probably something on their wrists and then kind of like a chainmail or something here. So that way they could move around quickly. Swords aren't the 5-kilogram lunks of metal some people think they are. Yeah, they really aren't. The actual mass depends, but they didn't really exceed 4 pounds. And even that wasn't too common. I know my stuff. I watch a lot of channels on this stuff. There's a specific guy who makes shorts who talks about bows and arrows, swords and stuff. And he has some pretty cool knowledge about it. And I liked it. Anyway, so I'm going to pick the last one. Let's say since this guy is charismatic, he has... We'll say this is he has a cooking knife that... No, would he ever use his knives as weapons? Chat. Oh, wait, I should write down... What does brass knuckles have? Where is it? Brass knuckles. Oh, it doesn't have any. Never mind. I'm here, I'm late, but I'm here. Absolutely not. Okay. So we got a yes and absolutely not. I'm going to go with the absolutely not because that was a quick answer. We'll just give him a rapier to make it simple. Piercing, and then it also has the special quality. Which, what does that mean? Lift up the weapons table and given additional properties using weapons in certain ways. Let me see if it's under somewhere else. 73? Concealable, reach, reload. What does special mean? Oh, special weapons. Blade, bolus, boomerang, climbing pack, dart, gauntlet, lance, net, rapier. This weapon benefits from the sword weapon style and deals piercing damage. Whatever that means. Okay. Passive effects and maneuvers. Oh. Okay, so that's for something else. Okay, so we can't do any of those. Do we even learn any maneuvers as a bard? Bardic performance. Change performance. Ending early. Okay. Font of inspiration. You are ever-present source of aid to your allies to gain the following benefits. Ranged help attack. The range of your help action when aiding an attack increases to 10 spaces. Oh, okay. Help reaction. When a creature that you can see makes a check, you can take the help action as a reaction. Okay, cool. We'll just write this over here for now. Okay, what else is there? I'll write this somewhere else. Learn any 2 spells of your choice from any spell list, provided one of them is a cantrip. You learn to express your art in a unique manner, granting you the ability to alter how you cast spells. Choose the manner of your expression, visual or auditory. We'll say he's a visual. Oh, and we'll say he has a lyre. No, a harp. We're going to give him a harp. Because I like harps. Spells cast through visually. Not sigilly, visually. There we go. I think that's all of our when you spend at least 5 minutes before watching or listening to performance, you can make an artistry trade check. You gain advantage on charisma checks against. Okay, cool. Okay, so we got all our stuff down. We'll I'll write all the stuff we can do on another page. But for now, I think we've got our character. Oh, what race did we make him? Oh, did we ever pick our race? We never picked our race, but I'll just say Bard for now. We still need to do our ancestry chat. What page is ancestries? Yeah, there it is. 102. Fast. You have 3 milliseconds. Oh, it's way past 7. Yikes. Quickly pick the character's ancestry. Are we just going full Dragonborn? So the way Ancestry works, by the way, did I go past it? Is we get 5 points. So I'll write 5 points. If we pick 2 ancestries, must pick 1 0-point skill. So one person thinking Dragonborn. And to be more specific, Yuki, we're creating a DC 20 character for chat to play, and I will DM for them. So, looks like we have one person who said Durganborn so far. Durganborn. It's even worse than I said. What do you mean? It's even better than you said. Holy fuck, Dragonborn gets so many possible things. What were the ancestries again? I'll write them down. Human, elf, dwarf, orc, gnome, dragonborn, angelborn, fiendborn, beastkin. I think it's called beastkin. Oh, giantborn. Oh, it's just called beastborn. Would there be special guests like mythology guy as a god? Probably not. But we'll see. There might be a character who has a similar personality to him. But probably not. Because this is just me running it for you guys. Maybe one day I'll if we get big, if we get enough subscribers in the chat or enough people watching on YouTube, I will maybe do. I have a plan to maybe try to do a D&D game for some players. I forget. Can they be mixed? What are the benefit detriments if you do? I'll write it over here since we're running out of space on the right. You can have up to 2 ancestries. You can buy from both, costing up to 5 points. However, you pick only one of the 0 traits. So basically, like, you see these numbers here, the 1, 2, 0, right? And then there's also a 2, 1, 0. So you get 5 points, and if you, let's say you're an orc dragonborn, like your dad was an orc, your mom was a dragonborn, you can use 5 of your points. Let's say you get 1 in orcish resolve, 200 chronic breath weapon, 1 in thick skin, and 1 in mana increase, right? So that's 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can pick either this 0 skill, reptilian superiority, or the orc 0 skill, already cursed. Half dragon, half dwarf. Would make sense why they know those languages then. Why make sense when you can just be wrong? You can also get a negative skill. So it gives you a negative, but it gives you 1 more point so you can get more shit. So you can be better at things. You don't mind me asking, what theme would be the campaign? It would be kind of like a choose your own adventure video game RPG where you will end up in an area, you'll be alone, and you'll slowly meet monsters and allies and enemies, and you can recruit some of them to your party, kind of like, think like Baldur's Gate 3 or Kingdom Hearts, something like that. And then you'll eventually have a party, and you can go on just regular adventures. But you guys are running that character. I run everyone else. Now that I think about it, if the character is dragon and dwarf, that's just Fafnir. True, actually. Holy heck. True. We made Fafnir. If he's a dragon dwarf. We made magical Fafnir. Let me just, I gotta get to the bard section real quick. I want to double check something. I want to make sure there's not something we're missing. Like, does he have, like, bard resolve or whatever? Okay. Battle ballad? No, yeah, I have everything. I didn't miss anything. Okay, cool. So, like Mario RPG, but nothing like Mario RPG? Sure. Yeah, it's that, Del. It's like that, but nothing like that. So what are we thinking? What are we sinking, friends? Dragon Tales. I'm going to give you guys, let's see, what time is it? You guys have 1 minute to decide if he's 1 or 2. If he's a dragon and a dwarf, or if he's just a dragon. Otherwise, I'm flipping a coin. Dragon Tales, something, something, Dragon Tales. Dragon Tales was a cute show as a kid. I remember there's this one episode where they have to go to this wall to get paint. And it's this literally this like wall of rainbow, like clay, and you got to get it before it rains, because then once it rains, it all becomes like brown mud. I thought that was pretty cool. I need my charismatic Fafnir. All right, do the exclamation point, roll d20. Whoever gets higher, that's what we're gonna pick. I challenge duel to a duel. Del to a duel. That's a 13. Del? Exclamation point, roll D20. If I don't see it soon, I'm gonna count it as a forfeit. Dell gets a 15. He's a pure Dragonborn. All right, we're gonna start picking the traits then. Let's see. Choose a Draconic origin from the list below. All future choices within this ancestry must use the chosen Draconic origin. Type for damage associated with your okay. Do we pick both? Wait, choose a Draconic origin from the list below. I'm guessing we pick one of these. Are we an elemental or a mystic dragon? Dang, Dell wins fair and square. They must have cheated somehow. Keck. Can we make them purple? Sure. But let's pick. Do they do corrosion damage, cold damage, fire, lightning, poison, or psychic, radiant, sonic, umbral? Radiant being gods, umbral being underworld. Corrosion is like acid. Mystic, but which mystic? It's got to be one of these two, one of these four. Psychic, radiant, sonic, or umbral. Umbral, ooh, he's a dark dragon. He's an underworld dragon. All right, I'll give you 30 more seconds. Or umbral it will be. Got about 15 seconds. So hurry on up. Because you got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's a purple umbral dragonborn. Okay. Because I won this one, I let Yuki choose. Okay, that's fair. All right, now we got to ask ourselves, what 5 points are we using up? Does he have a draconic breath weapon? Does he have draconic resistance, dark vision, mana increase, thick-skinned, second breath? Okay, that one you require. That one it goes on concussion breath. Okay, that also requires draconic affinity, draconic ward, draconic protection, or glide speed. I appreciate that, Del, but I like a fair and square battle of skill. Read luck. Also, Yuki makes a lot of decisions because he's here the most. That's also true. So I'm going to say he has, since it's taken you guys a minute, I feel like tough skin or resistances are the better options. Oh, okay. Then I'll go with tough skin. We'll give him thick skin. Because he's thick. So he actually gets +1 to his physical defense. Nice, nice. Okay, so you get 4 more points. Before we continue, though, do we want to give him Guardian's Bond to make him so that way he can get another point? Honestly, I wouldn't complain too much if none of my decisions made it to the end today, because just of how often they get by. That's fair. That's fair. Once per combat, when an ally enters death's door within 20 spaces of you, you take an amount of true damage equal to your prime modifier. Prime modifier. Is he thick with 2 C's? He's thick with 3 C's. He's a chunky boy. Because he's always cooking like those delicious meals, man. He's like one of those chubby chefs, you know, who's like really good at cooking, and he's so good he eats his own food. So he ends up having to make the meal twice, which makes him hungry. So then he makes another meal and eats that, but then somebody wants that meal, so he has to make it again, which makes him hungry again. Triple C. He's like a Chamberthod. I forget how to pronounce his name. But look him up. He was the dragon in the D&D movie, which unfortunately didn't do well. So are we going to give him a -1? So that way he has to, but we get more skilly willies. You know, I won't write this down just to save space for now. We'll just do comma, and then I'll copy him down later. Yes? Oh. Oh, we got a fight going. Roll that D20, chat. Let's see who wins. Roll the D20. Fight me, Del. Fight me. Yuki, ooh. That's a rough roll for Ukes. Let's see if Del can win this. You know, Del has a high chance. Try and beat my lucky number 7. Oh my god. I can't believe it. Oh, wait, no. Yuki said no. So he doesn't have Guardian's Bond. Okay. So you got 4 points left. Do we want to give him a Draconic Breath weapon? I'm gonna ask this now because it's gonna be important if we have it or not. Because a bunch of the rest of them have to do with them, like second breath, concussive breath, dying breath, breathy breath. You know those. Give him halitosis. I can't. What do you mean give him halitosis? I can't just give him halitosis. What does that even mean? All right, you guys got 20 seconds, and then I'm just gonna pick one. I'm gonna pick whether he has a dark breath and breath weapon or not. Oh, he has Reptilian superiority, by the way. Because he's a full Dragonborn. If doesn't pick, then I say yes, breath. Nah, your time is up. He doesn't have a breath weapon. That's why he's on his own. And instead, he's got extra mana. Not like this. Not like this. Okay, so you still got 3 points. Death's Door, you gain 2 temp HP. Whenever you're hit by a melee attack while you have this temp HP, your attacker takes 1 draconic damage. Oh. So umbral damage for us. Once per combat when you enter Death's Door. Wow. He must have a breath weapon. Fine. Weapon. All right, that means you used up 3 points. You got 4 points. You got 1 point left. So you can't put it into... Oh, you can put it in the other chest. What's concussive breath? When you use your draconic breath weapon, you can force all targets to make a physical save. And then they're pushed. Okay. Second breath. You can now use draconic breath weapon twice per combat. Additionally, when you use your draconic... And 2 uses to increase its damage by 1. Okay. Dying breath. Once per combat when you enter Death's Door, you regain a use of your draconic breath weapon. You can immediately use it as a reaction for free. Let's go. This is what happens when eternal enemies, Del and I, join forces. Well, you only got 1 point left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So use it up on something. You can't get draconic resistance no more. Or glide speed. You can't get your glide speed. Here, I'll put it on this page now. Here, I'll read them all out, actually, so you guys know what they are. So, Draconic Breath, that one's obvious. Dark Vision, you have Dark Vision up to 10 spaces. Second Breath, you get to use your breath a second time in combat, or you can use both charges to increase the damage. Concussive Breath, when you use the breath, you have a chance to knock them back. Draconic Affinity, when you take damage of the same type as your draconic damage. Your next Draconic Breath weapon deals +1 damage. Dying Breath, when you go to Death's Door, you get an extra use of your breath weapon, and you can also use it immediately as a reaction that uses up no AP. So you could, like, go down and it's like, before I go, right? Draconic Ward, once per combat, when you enter Death's Door, you gain 2 temp HP, and so if someone tries to punch you, they take your draconic damage, which would be umbral. Draconic Protection, once per combat, when an ally within 20 spaces and on Death's Door, you begin to surge with an ancient power. When they remain on Death's Door, their physical defense and mystical defense increase by 5 till combat ends. Death Breath? Death Breath? Death Breath? What did that even mean? What did that even mean? All right, you guys have 10 seconds to pick your last thing, and then we end the stream. Because it is 7:40. I need to make dinner. We also got to make up a name for the guy. We still haven't given him a name. Draconic Ward. Okay, we'll go with Draconic Ward. Saves me some time. And then I'll copy and paste what they do later. I don't wanna. You just want me to keep streaming, don't you? Well, guess what? I gotta go play video games. Not do work, play video games. Character name. What do we want to name him? What is his draconic name? Since that's the last part, I think, left. Yeah, I don't think there's anything left to fill out here. His name should be Zebek. Theodore. I remember Zebek means something. I know it's most people know about from One Piece. It's a type of a type of ship, if I remember correctly. Yeah, a Zebek is a type of ship. Roxy Zebek. If I remember even more correctly, it's a ship with 3 sails, which is a type of ship that what's his name? No, that's a bark. A bark has 3 sails. What is? No, a bark has 3 masts. A small mast Mediterranean sailing ship with lantern and square sails. Oh, they have square sails. That's it. That's it. Oh, it means it has triangular and square sails. Okay. This guy knows is Zebek. Do we want to name him Zebek? I'll do it. I'll do it. You know what? I'm going to do it. That's his name. His name is now Zebek. All right. This is our character, Zebek. He is a purple dragonborn umbral bard. He's not very smart. He's not that strong, but he's very agile and very charismatic. He's really good at cooking. He's good at cooking, and he can drive vehicles pretty well. He knows Draconic and Dwarven or Dwarvish. He carries around a set of brass knuckles and a rapier, just in case he gets into any scrapes with people. His favorite instrument is a harp, which he carries around. He knows how to close wounds, and he has mage hand. He also can heal people because he's very caring. He knows how to make illusions and tether people to make it so they can't fight. He's very thick-skinned, and he has a little bit more mana than normal. Oh wait, mana increase means we get 1 more mana point. So we actually have a max of 4 poggers. We're very mana-tastic. And we can breathe our umbral breath weapon, and he has a draconic ward. I said he has mage hand. He can close your wounds, and he has mage hand. And that is our guy. That's our boy. Got chat. That is Zebek, the Durganburn. And that's where we're gonna end the stream. So let's go see if there's anyone to raid. And let's go see. We have our good friend Jeremiah, who is currently on Twitch. He is currently streaming. We're gonna go raid Jeremy on Twitch. Everyone else, we're gonna go, everyone else, we're just gonna end the stream here. For those of you who are joining for the VOD only, thank you for joining us. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. For the rest of you who are chatting live or lurking in the background, it meant so much to have you here. It was so much wonderful fun. I cannot wait to see you guys on Wednesday with The Mythology Guy, where we finish Devil May Cry finally. if you want to join us in making this character and playing Dungeons & Dragons as the chat with me as the Game Master, not Dungeons & Dragons, DC20 as me as the Game Master, join us next time on Fantasy Friday or Magical Monday, depending on the day we decide to do it. Until then, guys, thank you all for being here. It means so much. Stay safe, stay smart, stay healthy. And remember, the #1 rule in the Dragon's Den, don't believe in yourself. Believe in me. Who believes in you? Bye-bye, chat.